You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode. No
so
shock.
loud.
No shock drop here today.
Did you turn me up?
No.
Why is my shit so loud now?
You do shit loud.
No shock jock this week.
No.
Okay, I noticed. Okay, tell me. I was trying to figure out how to word. I was trying to figure out how to frame you earlier. I was trying to figure out. Speaking of,
put me in a
your
box.
laptop is covering you a little bit too much. Can you scoot it over? Thank you.
I don't know. Can I?
I was trying to figure out how to frame this question earlier, and I couldn't really figure it out. But
Oh, so you're doing it live in the air like now?
I'm gonna try to. Is there anything about my bodily appearance that you've that you've noticed that stands out to you? Which is like it could mean anything.
It's just your fat fucking head.
You think I have a big head?
Yeah.
Anything else that like you're like, wow, Carson is really
I wouldn't say you're rotund.
okay. That's fine if you say that. That's not what I'm looking for, but that is fine.
What do you? Well, I know that like
You have
a wide shoulder.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah,
do I look wide?
No, you aren't rotund, but you do look a little wide. I thought that was just because of your back surgery. Because I would probably look wider if I had a tight back, and I don't.
Tight back. Is that what you think it is? Kinda.
I mean,
it's my back is one solid piece.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like I feel like
I've always been.
I'm starting to get the pharmacist build really going. I got the
hunch.
Yeah.
Oh, you've always had that.
I know I've always had it, but now it's really going.
I've always had the width because I would always get whenever I went to.
I'd win wrestling matches.
No, I didn't. I didn't win any wrestling matches. When I would go to, or whenever I went to like freshman orientation.
Of college or high school?
High school.
Oh, okay.
Before my back surgery.
Right.
Like 2 years before. Or a year? 2 years before? I don't know.
Year and a half.
There would be, like, I would walk by like the football booth, like there'd be like.
Oh yeah, and they'd be like, "Hey, buddy."
They were like literally the coach was like, "Oh man, you should play football." Like he was like, "No, you're playing football," and I was like, "Nah, man, I'm in the band." Like that's not.
I'm with the band.
I'm with the band.
I'm with these fucking nerds.
So I've always been wide.
Yeah,
but like I've always heard it from like. People who are like some people.
It's in your genes. We talked about this in the first probably 50 episodes. One of the first 50 episodes of this podcast.
Olympian genetics.
Yeah, he's got Olympian genetics. He's got a familial history of
wide
Olympian.
Sets.
Yeah, wide sets. Just what did he specialize in?
My great grandma was a real wide set.
Yeah,
actually, one of them was. She was a biggin. Augusta.
What was the event that your
shot put?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Set the world record in high school.
Wow.
College. Almost went to the Olympics. Got to go watch the 1936 Olympics and saw.
You did?
And saw his good friend Adolf Hitler.
That's right.
No, my grandpa.
Oh, your grandpa.
You think I went to the Olympics?
Possibly.
What, I look like some sort of capitalist patsy?
Well, you're wide enough to fit there.
Well, I don't know. But I'd always heard that. It's funny you bring that up because my dad would always be like, you look so much like you have that like fat head, wide set like your grandpa D's. Who was
These
the one?
Nuts.
These nuts. I never thought about that because his last name was D's. I'm not even joking. That's not like a setup. His last name was D's. Nuts in your mouth.
Suck it on D's.
Fuck. Why have I never used that?
But with your grandfather.
Because I could use that and be like, if I'm ever talking about my great grandpa and they're like, I was like, yeah, no, my grandpa D's.
Yeah.
Your grandpa D's? Yeah. D's nuts. No, really, that was his last name was D's. It was like, and then it just becomes too meta. My dad would always say that, like, you got that wide set fat head, and I was like, Sure, but like no one else ever said it. And then now, especially since we've been having this new setup and I edit the videos, I just look like I look
Yeah, I
like
told
a
you we could
football
switch.
player and you look like a twink.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where we sit. I'm gonna look like this fucking like when I'm with you and we're talking, I don't see you as that much smaller than me.
Oh, but I am.
Like, I mean, obviously weight wise, of course.
Yeah.
But like with what, like, I don't think of me as being like this fucking,
Monstrosity,
right.
gonzo.
And then I watch the video and I'm like, holy shit, I am so much bigger than he is. Like, again, not height wise, because again, that's the other thing.
And
is
that's the
you're
other
a little
thing
bit taller than I am.
That's the thing is that it's like whenever I just associate someone being taller than me being also wider than me.
Right.
So it's like it's someone who's shorter than me and also wider than me.
But that's
Slightly.
not the case.
Slightly, but like
That's not the case in
that's
this
not
relationship.
and I just always think of like stereotypical like Brandon Ingram build, but I bet he's really wide too.
Yeah, I feel like, see, I don't know. That's the thing. Is like I don't know how to judge it anymore
Yeah.
because it's like I
Your whole
never
perspective
like
got fucked up.
it really did because I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You have a mirror right there too.
Yeah, but again, like I can't. We don't look different even in the mirror. Like I just don't. But then I watch it, and then you look like a little boy
Yeah.
compared to me. Like you just look like this tiny little kid
Yeah.
sitting next to me across.
And I
like,
realized also today that the
I
reason
guess-
why I kind of have like an old man demeanor is because
of course,
I try not to get angry about stuff. So I just have like this angry or I have this very calm old man who hands out Werthers to people. I'm just like, I'll talk to anybody who talks to me. I love everybody about everything. And I realize I have that
Southern.
demeanor about that, about myself like that, and also just my build. But like, it is that.
I've gotten some people who have said that I'm like
I thought it was
very
because
fatherly. So it's
Yeah.
funny that we have like
it's funny
you're
because
my
I
grandpa.
thought, yeah,
You're my dad.
I thought it was because I thought you were asking me that because of the shed videos that Sean will post on his Instagram.
Well, I noticed it there too. I was like,
But I mean, that was
I was
when I
like,
was like, wow, yeah,
how
he
do
is
those
pretty
legs
wide.
fit on that torso?
Like
'Cause
a
it
Lego,
is.
you look
It's
like a
like-
Lego character.
Because I look at my legs and I'm like, I got trunks. Like I got big tree trunks, and then
Yeah.
I see that and I'm like, where the fuck did they go?
You fit
Where
in
did they
great with the
go?
powerlifting community. They'd love you there.
I guess so. I think yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think my legs aren't proportional to my
Yeah.
ginormous torso. It's very weird because that is the other thing too that's weird. It's like I can fit in, like what size?
You
Like-
don't want to know what size pants I wear from my
Well,
waist.
like a small, medium, large shorts. What do you wear? You probably wear small.
I think I wear medium shorts, but that's just for the length.
See, and that's the other thing too is like my underwear is medium. I wear medium sized underwear. I wear large sized shorts, which like I don't know how that works because I wear like XL, 2XL t-shirts. It's so weird, but
Yeah.
like medium underwear fits perfect on me.
Yeah.
But it's like you could probably wear the same size I do,
Yeah.
and it's like how does that
is
even?
very weird.
How
I
does the
didn't realize
math
that.
work
Yeah.
out on that? I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I realize how
You're like if
wide
they
I
took a
am.
picture of me and then just stretched out the sides.
Smushed you.
No, stretch out the sides.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like just smushed you so you spread out.
Yeah.
Put you in a waffle iron.
Minecraft Steve.
Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. I just had to get that out of the way.
I had to get that off my chest.
Did you didn't intro the show? I took it over.
Did everything right and they indicted me.
Yeah. This is the
Go
It
right
Takes
ahead.
All Kinds episode. This is the It Takes
You
All
got it.
Kinds
Hey,
podcast episode 119.
With Gavin Raven and
with
Carl Marks.
Gavin and Carson.
Carl Marks.
You're listening to this on Friday, June 16th. It is today, Wednesday, June 14th.
And I know fucking Carl Bismarck.
Yeah.
And we'll fucking call
He's
him and
dead.
get him on your ass. And he's dead. Oh, well, welcome to the show, everybody. Gonna do a little short episode this week. We're gonna keep it to about an hour because busy boys as usual. But on the docket this week, we're gonna be speaking of dockets. We're gonna be talking about Trump dump docs. We're gonna be talking about his poopy docs that are covered in
And they
fecal
indicted
matter
me.
that they indicted him for.
Indicted me.
I have a. Well, it's first of all, let me just. come on.
You're getting all over the place.
This is a big return. I don't even know the last time this segment popped up. I couldn't even tell you, but it is the return.
Because we had Gavin's Techno World last week.
Right. That's been kind of coming back like every month or so. But this segment, if you've never heard of it, if you're newer listener, watcher, is called Look What I Found. And it's my segment where I find something that I can almost guarantee Gavin has never seen, and maybe most of the audience has never. And we share it on the show, and we show it or listen to it. In this case, this week, I'm pretty much going to say that I will not be showing any of this because I think so we don't have a lot of viewers on this show. That's well known, okay? That's all over the Wikipedia. But the thing is that even if you despite your viewership, we don't get monetized, like we don't get any monetization money yet. But we can still get our shit taken down if it's inappropriate.
Right.
And I think this stuff would be pushing that envelope a bit.
Uh-huh.
So we will be explaining it all
Visually.
the best we can get through it. But it's but I will tell you where you can go watch it. I will give you the pages where you can
Don't
go
put it
watch
in the comments either.
Maybe I'll put that in the description so people can find it easily. But we'll get to that more later. We're also going to be talking about Paul and AI writing the last Beatles album.
We're talking about
Beatles a lot recently, man.
We're talking about practice.
Also,
If you guys didn't know, this is also a part-time Beatles podcast.
just part-time.
And also a Hypebeast podcast. I realize that I look really Hypebeast right now just because of the Supreme hat.
And I got my
And the J's.
my Jones on. Next door drama, what you listening to? All the hits this week coming at you at your favorite hour-long podcast show. So, Gavin, we both saw movies this week.
Yeah.
On separate days at separate times, completely different movies. You saw Spider-Man's Peter Skins.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Very original naming.
I think that's
By
what
Marvel?
it is.
I think
every
you're right.
time.
Metro Boomin did the soundtrack.
Yeah, it is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Is that Jimmy Fallon?
No, that's Jake Johnson and
Oh, Jake Johnson.
Karan Sony and Oscar Isaac and
Cool.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld of
Spider-
boom.
Oh, Daniel Kaluuya was Spider-Punk. I was telling you about him. Telling me about
Daniel Kaluuya.
the guy Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Still not going to see it. And what'd you think of it? Maybe spoilers ahead. So just
I know
skip
that
ahead
I know
if
you didn't
to.
want me to talk about Letterboxd, but I did give it like a 3.5 on there, just
When did I
because.
say? Hold on. When did I say you couldn't talk about Letterboxd?
No, you said I could, but you don't want to hear my reviews, so I'm not going to read verbatim my review of the movie.
I just. What did I
Yeah.
make? Like a general comment saying?
Yeah,
that
yeah. You're
I
like,
have
I
no
don't want to
interest
hear
in that.
about like what Letterboxd is all about. So I'm like, okay, but I was
Well,
like,
just
but
tell me your
I
review
gave it a
without telling me
3.5.
about it having to do with Letterboxd.
Okay, I gave it. I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Some people absolutely fucking love this movie, and I can see why. It's just that this is I've seen Attack of the Clones. I've seen Empire Strikes Back. I've seen
These are
Star Wars
movies.
Episode 8.
Okay.
The Last Jedi, I think that's what it's called.
And
I've
which
seen-
ones were Spider-Man in?
No, but I'm saying that these are all setup movies. I've
Yeah.
seen Captain America, Iron Man, all the other Marvel movies that are basically
Yeah.
all just setup movies. I've seen Captain America, Age of Ultron, or Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is also a close second in terms of setup movie.
I can imagine. It sounds like a throwaway
It,
film.
like anyway, this Across the Spider-Verse movie is the most setup movie I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
They really need. It makes sense. They really needed to introduce new characters. They needed to show the character progression of Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen. This is also full of spoilers, by the way, just because
We're in the spoilers.
we're in the spoiler verse now.
Skip
But
about 10
but
minutes
I
ahead.
think it's a little bit longer too. I'm not sure if I felt the longevity because I was impatient or what, but I was kind of I was very kind of worn out by the end of the movie. And honestly, this movie probably could I'm not saying that Sony should have made a 3.5-hour movie for Spider-Man,
Sure.
but this could have easily been a 3-hour movie and been over.
it would have been a lot better.
And would have been over.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, we just get an introduction. Like, you get the introduction. Like the entire movie is fantastic. It's very interesting. There's a lot of really good jokes. The animation is incredible. They have like a Da Vinci. They have a Da Vinci like looking like vulture, who's a villain in the Spider-Verse. He's a and in the past movie there's like different Spider-Verses. They end up finding out that there's different verses and there's different types of Spider-Man that exist everywhere on different Earths. So this Miles Morales is the main character from like Earth 196 or I don't know, one of the two. One of the fucking numbers. Anyway, really good because like it sets up like you learn more about Spider-Gwen. I think that's what her name is, Spider-Gwen. And it's just a really good like character building movie because you get introduced to Spider-Man 2099, which is Miguel O'Hara. And I really like Spider-Man 2099 because it like takes place in 2099 and it's like this futuristic looking Spider-Man. There was a video game called like Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, where you play as like Spider-Man Noir, Amazing Spider-Man, and Spider-Man 2099. And Spider-Man 29 is like he can like spiderweb fling, and like I guess canonically he is like a vampire type of character. It's pretty cool. I really enjoyed seeing him on screen.
I just saw someone yesterday find a vintage Spider-Man 2099 T-shirt at a thrift store.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
I had this action figure that was so fucking cool, but like I
didn't know that these alternate dimension Spider-Mans have existed.
They've existed for a long time. I didn't realize that either. But I was like, there was a whole video game about it. Like there was, I guess it's kind of been a comic book thing much earlier, but like early 90s, even the 80s probably, that different universes existed. Because it was like they have the main storyline where it's like this is what it is for the general superhero. Okay. So then in this movie you find out that all these Spider-Men have to have a canon event. Right. And every one of these Spider-Men has gone through it except for Miles Morales. He hasn't had his Uncle Ben type of moment. Okay. Yeah, and that's the canon event. So Miles Morales is trying to prevent his canon event because he prevented one from hold on.
So he's trying to prevent from being Spider-Man while also being Spider-Man.
Yeah. And then like Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man 2099, there's like a big moment where he's like, you're not supposed to be Spider-Man. Because like the spider that bit him got teleported to that dimension by the guy who ends up becoming the villain in this movie and eventually the third movie named Spot. And it's this guy who like moves between dimensions and like it's really cool. But it's Spider-Man India is the guy that he prevented the canon event happening in the movie. And it's like this Indian Spider-Man. It's very much like a Uncle Ben type of moment, but it was like usually
what do you mean by that? I don't remember.
Like Uncle Ben like died, right? Yeah, like someone very close to him who is a big important part of his life dies.
Has to die. Okay.
So in this one, it would have been Spider-Man in India. I was going to try and pronounce his name, but I cannot pronounce his name.
That's okay.
Spider-Man in India also has like a Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane Watson type of character, and her dad is a police chief. Okay. And he was supposed to die rescuing this child that had rubble falling on him. But instead, Miles Morales prevents that by swinging in and saving both of them.
So now
then there's like a dimension there's like a hole ripped in the dimension, and these spider people have to like, you end up finding out that Spider-Man 2099's whole mission is to prevent the timelines from like interlinking and like, you know, just becoming an issue. And
but Miles is trying to prevent people from dying.
He's trying to prevent his dad from dying. Even though in all other dimensions he has already died, but not in the one that he currently lives in.
Oh, I see.
So it's like, and it was his uncle
Ben.
Not his Uncle Ben, but it was his uncle who died, but he was the villain, so it was okay that he died. It wasn't his.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. But it was going to be his dad, and Miguel O'Hara 2099 knows that it is his dad that's going to die, and the whole reason why Miguel O'Hara even got into it was because like he found a version where he was happy and his Mary Jane didn't die. So he goes to that dimension, and then like there's a hole starts tearing in the dimension because he stopped a canon event from happening in that universe.
Oh.
So like and then he ends up dying. Like he loses Mary Jane and his daughter. So he's like seeking out making sure the canon events always happen because it can't happen like that to anyone else.
So why does Miles want to stop Spider-Man India's?
Because it was just a help. He didn't know about it.
Oh.
He like snuck in because it's like the Spider like Avengers technically kind of thing where they just have a team of Spider-Men that go around and prevent or that make sure canon events happen.
Okay.
In other universes.
So are they
so
like,
they know when a canon event is happening on like a little watch.
But are they like, if this doesn't happen, we're ready to step in and kill this person?
That's where Miguel O'Hara was, because there's like this spider dimension where all the Spider-Men live. I'm not kidding.
Spiderville.
Yeah, basically, but it's like Nuevo York, 2099. It like because it's like a Spanish.
You have a bump on your arm.
Oh, I know. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But
it's just really big. And it's
but Miles Morales like made it into that universe where the Spider-Men are, that they're housing all of these like millions of Spider-Men, right?
Okay.
And Miguel O'Hara doesn't want to let him go home because he's like, that's your canon event. You have to have this happen or else there's going to be a hole that rips in the timelines and can break apart the whole canon Spider-Man universe.
Now, do these Spider-Men enact with Tom
Holland
Spider-Man?
They did not mention Tom Holland Spider-Man in this movie
because they're animated.
Yeah,
but I don't know if there's animated.
No, they did
worlds.
Not. They did show Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and
real life. Or
yeah,
animated?
Real life. Yeah, they showed
in this movie.
Yeah, they showed a clip of it.
That's so.
Yeah, so it's like they exist. That's what a Lego Spider-Man scene. So fucking funny. I absolutely loved it. It was so funny. They had Venom. They had the Venom like movie, the recent movie by Sony that came out with the Venom.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. With that movie, they had a cut where the villain is like made it to that dimension where he's like talking. It's like this animated spot villain. He's like it's a white suit with like black holes all over it, and he doesn't have a face anymore.
Oh.
It's really, really kind of creepy towards the end, but he's having a conversation with the cashier from the trailer in the Venom movie.
Okay.
So it's just like they exist. Like these other universes exist, and it's all part of like the canon.
That's too much.
Yeah,
going on.
it is a lot going on, but it's pretty self-contained in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of the fun in it, is that it's like, who else could they rope into it? And even it's interesting because that's like the third or fourth multi-dimension movie they've made in like the last 10 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Just
that's
Marvel
why,
alone. But this is
that's why
technically a Sony property, technically.
Yeah. That's why whenever you brought that up, I was like, oh,
Correct.
this
They
is
have
just
done
like
a similar
everything.
movie.
Everything Marvel, everything superhero is, we got to put interdimension shit into it, or people will be bored because Endgame did so well.
And also, just because it's like the superhero origin story has kind of been played out. Everybody knows, so some people would say, but everybody knows the origin story of Superman. Everybody knows the origin story of Batman.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the superhero origin of Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. You know what I mean? It's just like it's played out,
Yeah.
So it's like we have to do something a little bit different.
Bolts.
So they're doing it. So they did
Underdog.
Yeah. They did they technically did a superhero origin story with a dimension story.
Okay.
With this series technically.
With the series. Yeah.
With this like self-contained series.
Introduced?
Yeah. So it's a pretty not very complicated movie, but it is kind of, and if you're not paying attention, you can definitely miss some things. But the joke, it's very well written. The animation is incredible. But it's the back to the Vulture thing anyway. It's like this Da Vinci realm, and it's really funny because he's like in this, and his animation looks like a Da Vinci like drawing.
Yeah, okay.
It's really cool, and it's like a 3D world, but he's like this 2D like flying character, not like a piss poor drawing. But it's like really cool, and just like everything is like. It all looks like a comic book. It's
Wait,
really
are you
cool.
sure it was Da Vinci? Are you sure it wasn't Van Gogh?
No, it was Da Vinci.
It was Da Vinci?
Yeah.
Okay. So
with like the man, like the papyrus, like yellowed paper look with the pencil.
like because Da Vinci was
The inventor.
Mona Lisa. No,
Who was I thinking of?
no, wait. Da Vinci was Mona Lisa.
And he did like the inventions and like the helicopter shit and like the man with the circle around him. Yeah. It's
You're
like
right.
that
You're
anime.
right.
It's like it looks like that.
Yeah, and Mona Lisa.
And
Yeah,
like
okay.
yeah,
I always forget.
crazy man,
Crazy man.
that Da Vinci. So
So you
it's
like-
really cool. It was really cool.
Okay. I won't see.
Really cool, but that cliffhanger is fucking atrocious.
So
that should not be in movies.
It ends on a cliffhanger.
It ends on the worst fucking cliffhanger of all time. I've never experienced that before.
But are you
or
excited
like-
to see the next one now?
No, well, yeah, because I want to see how this wraps up. But it's like
Right.
they're gonna end it on like another like he might be back, you know. Or it's like we can make more money.
Right.
That's always kind of annoying.
I
All right,
got-
we're
I
already
got-
at like half an hour, so I apologize.
Oh no, that's fine. I have no room for those unless it's something I already know going into it is going to be a sequel movie, which this is something you would know.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, that ends my review on it. 3.5.
well, now it's ruin another movie. I'll be
Yeah.
maybe a little bit quicker with this one because I don't have much to say about it. But I went the next day, the day after you went and saw Spider-Man, and I saw The Boogeyman.
I think I saw one trailer for this.
And I had
Not at this movie. I think I saw it on TV once during the finals.
I had seen a trailer for it, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to see that. That looks interesting. But the only reason I really went is because there's nothing else good that's releasing this month that I had any interest in seeing. It's all next month. Like Oppenheimer, I really want to see. Barbie.
Would you say Barbie though?
Would I see it?
Yeah.
Probably not in the theater.
Yeah.
But it's Greta Gerwig. She directed it. She's cool. She does cool, weird
I feel
indie
like-
movies.
I feel like that movie can get pretty fucked up.
But I do want to see Oppenheimer in theater, which they release the same day.
You got to do it on IMAX. You got to go to IMAX theater and watch it.
I gotta find it.
That's the way
I've
to
never
go.
been to an IMAX.
It's in the Science Center.
Christmas Nolan said you gotta go see it.
Yeah, IMAX.
I basked.
In
I mean,
the
I'd
middle
like
row.
to. I kind of want to go to the.
Like the Omni screen or whatever it
Uh,
is, like in Chesterfield.
No. The
The big screen one.
I mean, I know Christmas Nolan said to go see it at the IMAX, but I kind of want to go to the
Wonder Vision.
Alamo Draft House and see it.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never been there, and it's a long movie, so it's like I could spend some time in that place.
It's pretty expensive, though.
I got money.
I'm telling you, you're going to...
But I will.
You're
Not
going
right
to
now
be...
at this moment,
yeah.
but
In a month.
in a month I'll have more. I'll just have to spend
yeah.
it.
So...
But anyway, so I saw the Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
But the reason I went to go see it is because for the month of your birthday, you have a free, through AMC Stubs, you get a free large popcorn.
Oh, right.
And I had to spend it by the end of the month. So I was like, well, what am I going to go see? And then I was like, I'll go see the Boogeyman, I guess. And like on the way to the theater, I was like, I really don't want to go see this. Like I haven't had that horror movie kick in a while. I had it recently and then it kind of,
Well, we saw Scream 7.
and that
6.
ruined it. But so I where was I going? Oh, so I went and saw that because so I could make sure I used that before it went away. And so it was, to sum it up, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, it didn't blow me away, but it wasn't like I was expecting it to be like bad. I was like, this is probably going to suck. And it actually was really well. It was shot really well. It was, had some cool scenes, did some different stuff. CGI was really good because like the monster is all, as far as I know, CGI or mocap or something. My only problem with that is you don't see the monster until close to the very end.
That's
and
kind
you
of
don't
like
really
the whole
see it much, but it's just like there's so much like
build up.
jump scare bait
Yeah.
the whole movie, and you only get jump scares like a little bit at the end, but it's all just like baiting you into it. which is like a little annoying as like kind of a sign of like a low budget film in my opinion. Can you get that?
No.
And so I don't think it had a super big budget. Also, could you turn the fan off too? I completely forgot to do that. There's a little crank on the back. You got to crank. You have to crank it 3 times. See that back there, that little knob? Little knobs X. So, it was, and then it like kind of just, it was just a very tired format. Like it just followed the same horror movie format. It wasn't really doing anything different. It wasn't like doing anything like innovative. It was just like, we have a monster. Scoot over just a little bit.
A tiny small town has a dark secret.
More or less. Yeah.
I think that's what this Barbie movie is actually. I'm not kidding.
What? Is it? I haven't seen a trailer for it or anything. You starting rumors? I'll call Greta right now.
I've got a couple sources. Greta Gerwig's my mom.
Yeah, you're right. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to call. But yeah, it was just kind of like a tired format. It was like same thing. There's a kid. There's a person in high school. There's a dad.
They're bullied.
There's a parentless parent. They're bullied. Yep. Just all of the horror movie tropes that you'd expect, and then like, some new interesting stuff. But then there's like,
but it's only like really, it's new and interesting because it's today and not 1990.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing too that I was thinking about. I'm like, if there was no sense of time that you could tell with movies, like when they came out, this could fit right in with like this would have been like a really good 80s or 90s horror movie.
Yeah.
Like really well done. And it kind of like took some stuff from Stranger Things a little bit, which was like, okay, because it had like these weird like kind of root type things, like where the monster is coming from, like on the ceiling and stuff. And then at the end, it like all burns up. And so I don't know. It was fine. Go see it if you want to. It's not, I'd save your money for a better horror movie. Like the other thing that's coming out next month that I want to see, can't think of the name of it, but it has the hand. The hand that's like this. It's like, don't talk to me. I don't know what it's called. But it looks good, and I think A24 is
oh, yeah, that's right.
It looks, Spencer said he wants to go see it too, and I was like, we're going to that. So, anyways, The Boogeyman, that's my review. It's okay. Acted really well.
Who was in it? Was there anybody of note?
There's this one guy who I recognize, but I don't know his name. But it's directed by a guy who made a movie that I've heard of, but I've never seen. But it's like a well-known movie.
Oh, it's got David Dastmalchian.
Yeah, that guy.
The guy who played Scarecrow in Batman.
Oh, that's who he.
Yeah.
He was really good. He's not in it for very long, but he did a really, go to the director and see what else he directed. Yeah, I wish
Rob
he was
Savage. Savage. That sounds like a wrestler name.
Now go to the movie.
Dawn of the Deaf, Act, Dashcam.
Oh, there's another one.
Soulmates, Britannia, Fear House, True Horror.
No, it's The Host, right?
Host?
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I've
Did
never
you see
seen
this
it.
one?
No, but I've heard about it.
Oh, I have seen this one. I didn't see it, but I've seen the trailer for this.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, I have seen that.
But yeah, it was fine. It was just kind of like, yeah, it's another horror movie. I guess.
I feel like he's got a horror like pedigree going here.
He's a pedo?
Pedigree.
Oh, pedigree.
Yeah.
I thought that's what that was short for.
No.
Oh, okay. That interesting.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
That is true. Real quick before we move on to that, Gavin, we had some fan love.
I saw that.
Can you read it? Do you have it pulled up? Oh, of course you don't anymore.
Well, it's right here. It
I
says,
can't read it. It's too far away.
There's no Riz on this podcast. Its name should be Never Been Laid.
That was in a reply to the
shorts.
The YouTube short of the clip that we put out on our socials. By the way, go follow our socials. Of the Livy Gronk, Baby Diggs, Baby Donk, Livy Donk, Baby Gronk.
Riz special.
Riz special. I don't think there's been any updates on it, so I don't want to get into it again. But we put out a clip, and
I mean,
now
honestly, I
some
think the only
fan
thing that's
love we
built
got.
up more is that it's his dad's just
Milking.
most of it is his dad. Yeah.
And
And
I
his
don't. I know exactly. You and I had the same thought at the same time, and I don't know if it needs to be said or not.
Yeah, his
But
mom's around too.
Well, his mom's doing some milking of her own. Is what I was gonna say.
Holy shit, dude.
You said, and his mom's around. I had different thoughts than.
But yeah, there was one video where it's like, Baby Gronk may be screwed.
Oh, by the same guy.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
like
shit.
his dad only stands 5'8". If he
Oh shit.
and genetically he's most likely to grow to 5'6". Never in the NFL has there been a tight end or wide receiver that is below the height of 5'9".
That could be it could be a problem.
I did see that.
I didn't see that.
Put him on HGH. Put that kid on HGH.
Get him on something. Dude, we gotta. As soon as he turns 16, we better get those shin lengthening surgeries.
Yeah,
done.
I was gonna say.
Don't waste any time.
And then
Trust me. Look how much it did for me.
And also, watch the videos to see how awesome and painless it is, and how easy it is to walk after you get the surgery too.
Dude, it makes.
It's mainly just the videos of them tight, like loosening.
Dude, I'm getting like
that
sick
fucks with
to
me.
Same. You
It's
gotta
the
be.
tightening.
You're not ready for what's gonna happen in this. Look what I found. Then
Fuck.
it's. You know what? I honestly think the thought of extending your shins by
Or,
tight
like, femurs.
Dude, I feel like I'm getting lightheaded even talking about it right now.
And like
Which I don't
typing
even
it
get
like
that.
once a week or whatever.
I don't even. It feels like a battle droid. I don't even get that way, but like I'm
Roger,
seriously
Roger.
feeling like funny thinking about that. That's honestly worse than what I'll show. Like that. I can't. I gotta move on from it. I can't. Dude. I can't.
You brought it up.
I gotta take a drink.
Drink to that, brother.
But I mean, yeah, get him started on that. Get him started on some human growth hormones. Yeah. If his mom's runs in the family, that might help. I don't know.
That
Could add some height.
size definitely runs in the family.
And it's all natural.
What other way would it be?
I don't know. I didn't look that long. Did you?
No. I saw the picture while scrolling.
While scrolling. Yeah, I saw the picture while scrolling.
If I get uncomfortable, I just pull my phone out and
If you get on what?
one of the first sketches of the I Think You Should Leave, where it's like if I get uncomfortable and I can't win the argument, I will pull out my phone.
Yeah. That was a good one. Do you know if Brazzers running a free trial right now?
They're running a birthday special, I heard.
For the whole month.
Yeah.
Whole month free.
Yeah. Put in your birthday month. Put in your birthday month and your credit card details for a free month of Brazzers.
For a free month of Brazzers.
Crazy Taxi. Fake Taxi. Crazy Taxi is a Sega game.
Temple Run
Yeah.
on Brazzers.
Yeah. .com.
Oh, man, I can't. I'll tell you about it after.
Could I play the one
Brazzers?
of the
A Brazzers video?
Can I play one of the forbidden sounds?
No.
No Pornhub intro? I can't do that.
Wait, that's forbidden?
Yeah, you told me, you're like, oh no, we're not putting that on. Like
The
whenever,
Pornhub?
Yes.
Boom, put that thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have before. You're like, don't.
I think it's fine. I don't know why it would be a problem. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, when did I say we could? We made moaning sounds on the last or the
I
episode
don't know.
before.
I don't know. That was like one of the first episodes I got like this the soundboard. I found the intro.
Oh yeah, I think that's fine. Nope, I don't think that's it.
Well,
let's move on to Trump's.
Holy
Don't.
this is
You're
the
getting
I'm
too
coming.
close.
I'm coming, Lois.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I'm coming. Lois.
That's great. I love that. Can we talk about Trump getting arrested, Gavin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Baba Booey.
So Trump was arrested. You believe that?
This is a certified.
Can you believe this
classic.
Democratic witch hunt that's been going on? So you're constantly online. What's the chain of events that led to him turning himself over? Turning himself over.
I don't think he turned himself in at all. I think it was.
Didn't he? He like kind of did. They were there and they were like, "Okay, and
Today's the
like,
day.
Well, I guess I'm coming.
I'm gonna come. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure, but it's been a while that It's been a while that we've known that he's had these documents. It's been like a year a year and a half, I think, or a little over a year, where we know that he didn't legally take these documents and keep them.
Right. So
we had heard that like maybe even Kid Rock saw them.
What the fuck?
And Kid Rock was like,
awesome.
I should not be seeing this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that wasn't even from these reports. But anyway, my understanding is that it was just ever since he left the president's office, he just took a lot of stuff with him.
Yeah.
And came with that, this report kind of revealed not even like a good timeline of events, but they probably did release a good timeline of events. But they did like send some really specific details that were really funny to me. One of them being that Melania knew it was weird that he was taking these documents everywhere he went. He took like 50 to 100 boxes with him everywhere he went.
Those are special docs.
Like on the plane. Like on the plane and wherever he went, he would go and take the boxes with him, and
just in case.
Yeah, and he
didn't want to lose them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they released a couple pictures. They showed like the storage room. They showed the one in the bathroom, and they showed one of like a stage at Mar-a-Lago.
Dude, and all of them look so dingy and like out of date. Like all of those places had to have been made in the 80s.
So
like, they're so old.
One of the main points I saw someone bring up was that the storage room has like these big like Trumpian
I didn't see
doors.
the storage room one.
But it's like the FBI I think released a video about it. But like they have like these big brown huge huge brown doors, and they were open during parties, which is where they were keeping the documents.
Right. Well, and the bathroom was like where the parties were going on. Actually, I actually just
maybe it was NPO. I don't remember who it was, but
actually, I just saw the FBI released a reaction video.
Wow, they said
FBI reacts to finding Trump's docs. It's like the Fine Bros style, but it's all FBI agents.
And they're like, what the fuck?
Watching body cam footage. Oh wow, that's quite a lot.
Holy shit!
How many did they say he had? Wow, hundreds.
Allegedly, they know of every document that was. They know every document that was not there in the archives. They know.
Well, yeah.
Like the archives asked him, they're like, "Do you have?" He like turned over like 100 documents, right? And then they're like, "Is that all the documents you have?" And he's like, "Yep, that's it. That's all I've got."
Oh, this is the story.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is. Why have I not seen this picture?
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Because I have this.
Yeah,
so
that was so funny.
Gross
but yeah,
looking.
that's the other one. And
of course,
the bathroom one,
the chandelier bathroom
with the massively long toilet. That is a long.
I couldn't tell if the picture was like smushed or.
No, I think that's just how long the toilet is.
And the ceilings are so low.
Allegedly, they're in the shower too.
That has to be that's like maybe 6 feet above the ground. The chandelier.
Yeah.
Because look where the shower curtain ends.
Maybe it's just
like that.
And look at the window.
You and I would be hitting our head on that.
But it's like, I think they also said that they were in the shower too.
Of course.
And some of the towers got so big that they were falling over.
Oh yeah, because you can kind of see it peeking out over here.
Yeah. So like he was taking these documents everywhere he went, and then whenever the investigators came in and like saw it, he hid more documents away. He told one of the guys. He told one of his guys to be like move them, and he's like okay. So he moved him to like his personal office or wherever they weren't.
And it was like his lawyer or something. It was one of his lawyers, right?
No, it was
like
it was like
turn on him.
I don't remember who it was, but
he ended up turning on him. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't even know, but he had. Well, there's the other guy who got charged in this also is. There was two guys there was him and Donald Trump.
And that guy turned on him.
No, I don't think it was that guy. I think there was just like
someone turned on him.
I don't know.
It's all I know.
Anyway. So whenever the investigators came in, they're like, "Is this all the documents you have?" And they're like, yep. And he's like, yep, that's it. That's all I've got. And then then they're like looking, they're like, yeah, no, I don't think this is it. And, like, oh, these documents, like these are classified documents. Like, thank you for handing these over or whatever. And then they're like, oh yeah, no, we have a couple more that we're missing. And he's like, is it bad?
Is it bad?
Yeah. And
am I a bad boy?
yeah, it's there's just so many insane things that happen. But I think one of the craziest things is just this bathroom picture.
Yeah, it's great. It's
but
awesome.
There was a long thread I saw on Twitter, and I don't even think I saved it. And honestly, wouldn't have even saved because it's Twitter. But
so
they
that
broke
happened,
down like the exact like timeline of events. But it
But-
was just.
But so that
insane.
happened a while ago. But then so they've probably been building a case since then
Yeah.
to then arrest him, which is what they did yesterday,
Mhm.
right? And so they came to Miami where he was, took him away,
All the lawyers resigned.
but then he got out or something, and then he like spoke.
Yeah,
here.
he
I
like went to
don't-
a
I don't-
restaurant afterwards.
I don't understand how he got arrested, but then he got out, and then
It was just to
I'm
like
confused
be
by
like
that.
these are the things we're charging you with, and it was like 37 counts of like
Oh.
like
so like what they did with the first
just press
when they
release.
first
Yeah.
arrested him for the
Yeah, it's the same thing.
with the
Same thing.
person, the
Yeah.
report, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The or one that just happened.
Yeah, the reporter.
Yeah.
the writer.
Right. So that's where it stands. But
He's
then
been
I like
charged
how
with
he
the
set up a
crime.
press briefing to talk about it right after. Because I
He
saw
did
something
a-
that it was like Trump has been arrested. He is set to speak here after.
Yeah,
And I was like, wow. So he's already ready to.
he like went to a restaurant afterwards and,
also-
just like didn't really say anything about it. He was just there.
How do these motherfuckers? How do his supporters? Well, Truth Social. What am I saying? I was gonna say, how do they figure this shit out so fast that they
No,
know
no,
where he's
he-
gonna be when he's arrested?
He told them.
Yeah, and where he's gonna speak.
No, he told them.
Right, because it's like I'm not on
He-
Truth Social, so I don't see
Yeah,
it. But
like,
of course
he-
they are.
I mean, I sent you the one where he was literally posting until the minute. Did I
Yeah.
send that to you? Where
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
posting
yeah.
until the minute he got arrested.
Right,
Like, holy shit, dude! This dude was born online.
chronically online.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like us.
Yeah, he's just like me.
he's just like you.
Damn, I need to vote for him in the 2024 election.
Yeah, you should get on that. I've been trying to tell you.
But I also don't think it's like against the law to be in jail and run the country.
No, it's not. You can.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
can-
thought too.
yeah.
I was talking to my parents about it. My mom was like, "No, they definitely like can." I'm like, "No, they can.
Yeah.
They just can't vote."
Right. Yeah. Exactly. They can't vote for themselves.
No.
He's gonna need you to find 100,000 votes, though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need you to find 40,000.
and then
votes.
stand by the voting booths with guns to make sure everybody's turning them in legitimately.
That's what you gotta do.
No mail-in votes.
No. Even though 90% of his votes came from mail-in ballots, but because of old people.
But there's
Well, that's a
there-
question,
yeah,
too.
that's the other one I saw. It's pretty bad, but
Is it
they're
bad?
gonna say,
Is it bad?
is it bad? They're gonna say, they're gonna probably take if he gets a lawyer. I guess I don't know if he has representation yet, but because the last 3 I think dropped out. That he was, or they're like, we're never working with you again, type of thing.
What was the other guy's name? Frank
I don't.
PP or whatever. I can't remember his
Something
name.
funny. But yeah,
Anyways, we can move on from that. God damn it! What do we do? Maybe we skip next door drama because I don't want to skip. Look what I found.
oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're skipping next door drama this week. I'm sorry, folks, but
Sorry, folks.
we're almost over. We're getting close to hitting the time that I wanted to stop at. But I really want to do look what I found. So, oh no, do I? Please tell me I still have the theme song. Oh, here it is. Here we go.
Look what I found. 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 Look what I found.
Boy, oh boy, I do not. Do I click these links?
No, don't.
Okay.
We will look at them together when it's time.
Okay.
I have them pulled up on mine. So I guess to set this up a little bit, this was actually right after I got home from the movies on Monday. I was down here. Had to finish up some work.
Found it.
Oh, dude, don't play that. I was down here finishing up some work, and I was doing my thing, scrolling Instagram reels for no reason, where I find like just the fucking weirdest shit all
Sean's
the time.
found the most heinous shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, I do, dude. I don't think I ever talked about it on the show, but like, dude, I don't even know if I want to say it.
Straight up, just people dying.
Mine
was
wasn't
on
people. Mine were like fucking like
animal
gored
mutilations.
animals.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck am I watching to get these? I don't watch them. I scroll past them and report them, whatever. And I kept getting them. It stopped, thankfully. Now I'm talking about it. I'm going to get them more. But I always get the fucking weirdest shit. And this one, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what the point of it is. I don't know if it's like it's like a kink thing. I don't know. I truly don't know. And if I'm a bigot for thinking that this is so fucking insane, then
Hey, we don't
so
kink
be
shame.
it.
We don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame, and I won't. I'm not going to bring it up as if it's a sexual thing, even though there's one thing that I think clearly makes it look like it is.
Don't tell me it's the ball gag, right?
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Have you ever heard of? I think it has to be called. I'm going to search it up. Called. Have you ever heard of something called hook suspension?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, so
Hook
that is
suspension?
what it's called. We're going to Wikipedia. Oh boy. Body suspension means the act of rigging a human body to hang from implants that have been placed through
Oh my God.
temporary perforations in the skin. A number
No,
of health,
you know what?
like this.
I have seen pictures of that.
I like this next line. A number of health concerns might be associated with the practice, such as excessive bleeding. That said
Tetanus.
I thought it said farting, fainting,
Fart.
fall injuries,
Well,
or infections.
tetanus.
So now I know these people do it safely. Let me just say that. As safely as disinfecting, let me just say.
I hope.
But I came across a Instagram reel of some,
I mean, you've said a guy in baby diapers changing his diaper on the fucking beach.
I forgot about that. Dude, I see a lot. Dude, there was like a night where I just kept sending you this diaper guy on YouTube, and then we got into his comments, and it was like, dude, I am not gonna show, like, what was it? Something about poop or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not doing that, dude.
Yeah.
I keep telling you I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. I forgot
Oh,
about
fuck.
that. Did we talk about that on the show?
We might have. I don't even know. Oh, again, not king shaming, but.
Yikes.
So I
you
came across
found
a
more.
reel
Found more. What is it?
of a group of body
This is great.
suspension people,
Body suspension. That's right.
and I don't even know where to start. I'm trying. Okay, we'll
Go back to the first one you saw.
I honestly went down such a rabbit hole that I don't even know if I could tell you which one I started with. So maybe we'll start with, oh boy in heaven. Maybe we'll start with one.
Carson,
where
you're
I wanna-
edging me really hard here, buddy.
I'm trying to find one where it shows like the whole process.
Oh, great.
God damn it, dude. Fuck, this shit is so hard to look at. I want to where I found one where maybe they're starting to get deleted, because there was definitely a lot more posts before. Because there was one where it was like showing them like setting it up and then doing it, but maybe it was on this page. Because there's a guy. Okay, so let me just give you the pages while I'm here. So the account that I first saw them all on is, I got to be careful because I'm logged in on the office hours Instagram. Forgot about that. Sorry, Matt. Because so there's an account called Team Bad Ideas Suspensions, which is where I first saw a bunch of them, but now I'm seeing like a lot less. So I don't know if some of them got removed.
They've been
or
moving
what.
it over. They've been migrating their account.
Maybe because I don't know what's going on. But then there's also this guy who's there's a bad one there. Who like either started it or it's like a part of this called
Community.
Neil Fucks Shit Up 710. And he's big into it. So I don't know if I saw these on his account or the other one. I don't know. I feel like I'm just wasting time, so maybe we'll just watch one.
You're really buying your time. I really want to see this.
I'm also not seeing... Oh, no. They took the one I really wanted to show you down. Okay, so they Oh, here we go.
It's so funny that like
this one is fucking... This one's really... Like, this is like one of the worst ones, in my opinion.
Can you turn off the sound if you can?
I'm not going to put any sound on because there might be music in the background.
No.
So they're putting hooks
He was late to the party.
in his armpit, and his
he's got,
nipples
like-
are blacked out.
Yeah, he's got like dots like put on his skin. I mean, it does look like they're at least doing it like sanitation.
They are.
Yeah, like,
They are.
Oh god, dude, they just put fishing line through it, dude.
I thought they were gonna. When are they gonna string them up?
Can you fast forward?
Here, let me. Maybe the next thing.
Oh god, these are some massive hooks.
So here he is, hooked up.
Yep, that's great.
So in this one, he's pulling himself up
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. By
So-
like the armpit.
in a public park, of course. So let's find another one.
If you live in LA, check out this park where this guy does. Oh fuck me, man.
So here's one where a guy has 6 hooks in his abdomen when he's being
Like on
hoisted up.
the like from his nipples down, like just like 6,
Yep.
like 3 on each side.
Oh, this one really fucked me up.
Oh, okay, cool. No, her knees. Yeah.
Now that one's being hung up by her kneecaps. She's got 4 hooks or
What's-
3
what's-
hooks in each kneecap.
looks like
it looks
springs.
like. And there was one. Okay, we can watch. This is Neil Fuck Shit Up. This is the guy. You'll like this one, Gavin.
Oh, great.
So here we go. Oh, this going right through his eyebrow. Ah, right through it, huh?
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, they really fucking did that.
Wow.
Yeah, they did. Again, no volume because there's like metal music in the background because what else? And I really wish. Okay, so here's this one. So this is where I was like, okay, it's definitely a kink because they have put a hook in each ass cheek of this person, and then one on like the top, like where your spine starts, but it's still like a part of your ass. And they've done that, and he's
hanging himself
he's
up
hanging
there.
upside down, and
Head down, ass up, in the
that's
trees.
and that's a really fun one. No, this is like the standard.
They're doing it on a tree, right? Like they're
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is the standard setup. Is they do it
Do
at
it the
these
shoulders,
like, the back.
Yeah,
meat.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and I had seen that.
I've
in,
seen
like,
that before. I don't remember where.
I think it was Guinness Book of World Records. Is where I saw it.
Yeah, or Ripley's Believe It or Not.
So this person is like getting her suspension cherry popped, and this is Neil again. This is our friend Neil, and you can see what kind of damage he's done.
Yeah, he's got. Is that
himself.
stitches or like a scar?
These are all scars. Like that's all from
Fuck me, man.
suspension. And so
I guess
this
that's
is like
beneficial.
this person's first time. doing
Great.
it.
Yeah, no,
Uh-huh.
that looks like it hurts.
Really trying not to double click by accident. And
Office Hours Live has liked your photo.
I'm sorry. I would switch, but I don't think I can. Maybe I can. I don't know. It's fine.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
It's okay if it happens.
You guys
so
are just
then-
gonna get a whole bunch of stuff on there.
So then I think I found this account first, so we can actually. This one's pretty good, Gavin. This is showing some more movement.
Ah, that's awesome.
Uh-huh. And so I started to question. First of all, obviously, like we were bringing up earlier.
Certainly, I'd say that guy's hooked up with a harness.
I'd say that guy's hooked up. I started to question why. Why do this? Why? What is? Oh, and this one. Sorry, I'm not explaining. This person has the two hooks in the kind of back meat area, your wing
Your
bones.
scapulus.
And she's kind of like flying around like a fairy, with those hooks in her skin. And so I also like this comment. Can a person be too heavy for suspending? So so I started asking why. I started being like, what is this? What is the point of this? And then I find this guy Neil's account, or actually maybe I found first, and I start going through his stuff. Now he likes smoking his weed and doing his drugs, which is cool.
His rigs.
Rock on, man.
He's got his rig room.
And I came across, I just scrolled past it earlier. I came across this video. Now, this, Gavin, is not for the faint of heart. I'm warning you right now.
Okay, let's go
This
for it. Okay.
this is the worst of the worst. I'm going to try and get it up and turn the volume on.
No, don't turn the volume on.
We'll turn it on.
No, dude, don't.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I told you. Oh, and he falls.
But did you see what happened?
Oh no, not quite.
Do you
What's
look?
that? Hold on.
See what? Just look at one of the back ones whenever he falls.
Ah,
It gets ripped out of his skin.
oh yeah, no, that would hurt.
And now it says, Neil writes, again, this is Neil fuck shit up 710. Okay, do you want to hit that or you want me to hit it? He says, I get asked a lot if hooks ever tear out of the flesh during body suspension. I'm like getting shaky voice. He said it's not common, but it definitely happens, especially with me, since I like to try to tear them out.
Oh, great.
So then I find out that maybe not
That's great.
everybody, but at least this Neil character is
Doesn't
trying
mind it.
to, because in his videos he's like listening to metal music, like going crazy, like moving a lot, like moving too much. And so yeah, so this, he said, here's a video of me testing out a 4-gauge triad Gilson hook from Jaundice about 10 years ago. I said either I was going to bend the pin or tear it out of my back in trying to do so. I had already suspended earlier that day, hence the bandages on my back. I wore a harness when I was dropped into my hook, as I had broken my hooks, broken my face 3 months previous during my last suspension. Needless to say, there were a lot of nervous onlookers when I attempted this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's very interesting because I guess this suspension world is very cutthroat because there's numerous posts on Neil's account of him talking about hating people and whatnot. And there was one post that I'm going to see if I can find where, here we go.
Oh, that's good.
So Neil writes, the picture doesn't really matter in this one. He says, over the past few months, several people I know have been disrespectful of my time and efforts, and it's been super fucking annoying. That being said, I no longer plan on suspending anyone outside of the members of Team Bad Ideas suspensions at our meets or letting the public know when and where we plan on meeting up. If you want me to suspend you in private, be prepared to budget for my involvement like you were getting an 8-hour tattoo. But I'll most likely say no because I'm an asshole and I enjoy gatekeeping. Fuck you, have a nice day. So, Gavin, unfortunately, I don't think we're getting suspended
that
anytime
sucks.
soon.
That really sucks because I was going to say, if anything, they need more gatekeepers for this community. Congratulations, Neil. You need to get another. You get more gatekeepers.
We need more gatekeepers in suspension because
Yeah.
and then maybe it'll eventually stop altogether if nobody's doing it. So
yeah, because I was thinking of like pharmacy suspension.
what does that mean? Do you guys get suspended up while you do drugs or while you make drugs?
No, but it's a type of drug. Or it's like a type of drug holding solution.
Oh, interesting.
It's like suspension.
Huh.
Suspends the drugs in liquid.
Oh,
And you
okay.
shake
Yeah,
it up,
yeah,
like
yeah.
amoxicillin.
Like oil and water.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah.
Here's a video of Neil taking
No, I'm good.
a bunch of acid. Well, anyways, he talks in it, but the music's probably copyright. But this is on Bicycle Day when acid was invented a month ago, and
Acid was invented a month ago.
Well, a month ago. what was it? 80 years ago, a month ago,
Okay.
and 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, April 16th of 1943, LSD was invented. So this is him taking a whole vial of it to celebrate, and he doesn't know how many doses that is, but it could be like 80 doses of acid. And this is his rig.
Wow.
Looks like
It's like a vault door.
It looks like a Halo weapon. So yeah, that's Neil fuck shit up. So shout out Neil and shout out to Team Bad Ideas Suspension. We love you, or we hopefully this does not offend you.
This is something that no joke. This is something that like Vice News would get into.
Yeah, like I would totally go and like I would do something like that.
Yeah.
I would do a report on it. I don't know for who. It'd have to be for like a Vice or
I've
maybe
also-
like Brazzers or something.
Yeah.
But-
Speaking of reports, I'll get into my report.
Because don't
of
move.
TikTok live.
Oh
later.
yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
We still need you to do that.
Yeah.
We paid you and you still haven't done it
Yeah,
yet.
I know.
The one thing I was going to bring up just real quick and then we can move on because we didn't get going is that I was thinking about this in the shower. I was thinking about like what it would be like to suspend myself in the shower. No, I was thinking about
the
it.
chandelier in the Trump bathroom.
Oh, dude, that'd be. Oh, I got a real fun Photoshop coming up. Then I got an idea.
Photoshop Neil over the Trump toilet.
Yeah, smoking weed.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many more I could show you. He's like in a fairy outfit, high off his mind, suspended from like his knees and his arms in the park, and he's in like a tutu and with underwear on.
That's great.
So I want to do that, but it's the Trump chandelier he's hanging from.
Put some music over that too. Put us in your story.
Yeah, whatever that weird song was. But I was thinking about it because I was like, man, it would be really interesting to have this guy Neil on the show.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of feel like he'd probably be a dick, but it'd still be funny. To like ask him about this because it's like,
Curiosity.
I feel like I've learned.
I feel like I could get into it.
I feel like I could probably, if he talks me into it, if he gatekeeps me into it. I've kind of learned that there's a lot of like things that are taboo, so to speak, to the average eye. That like,
I was gonna say this is right up your alley though.
Oh yeah, dude, kidding me? That like, you and I would look at and be like, that's fucking weird, and like maybe they don't think of it as weird, but I think I've also learned that those kind of weird taboo things, people get into them because they do like the attention of people being like, you're fucked up. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like they like that.
Yeah.
They're not like, they don't go like, well, fuck you for hating on my thing. They're just like,
yeah, I know
they
it's
like,
weird.
they kind of like that attention in a way.
They're like, yeah, I know it's fucked up. That's why I like doing it.
Right. And not saying like that we need to hate on them
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
cast
But it is
them
weird.
out. But it is weird. And I think that's part of it that they like. Is something that I was thinking about.
I mean, it's crazy because you don't see that happening in nature ever.
Which is weird because it used to be a natural thing.
Yeah.
People would just suspend
themselves, and like I remember,
what would just happen?
The most famous
Da Vinci.
suspender was
Leonardo da Vinci.
no, actually Blackbeard. He would
Oh,
suspend
yes,
himself
yes,
in
yes,
between
yes.
the masts,
Yeah.
and
Put that hook through me arm and hang me up, boys. I want to be just like the flag sailing over the seven seas.
that was good. That's exactly how Blackbeard sounded too.
And that's why he lost his leg, is because he really wanted to suspend them by just like in between his big toe. They put a hook through there and it just took his leg right off.
Because
he was also-
sound like you belong in this community.
Also, at the same time, while he was doing that, he had just started his surgery to get his legs lengthened. And so it just detached right there. But it was just one leg. He had to wear platform shoes for the longest time, and he was like, well, I'll just get this leg lengthened. And
I'll
then
just get me leg lengthened.
So note
Yarr.
to all of you guys, if you want to get into suspending and suspension, you cannot also have your legs lengthened at the same time because
Can't do it. It's
they
a
might-
health risk.
they could pop right off, and it's also a fall risk, Gavin. Thank you for bringing up risks. There is a risk of falling, so you need to be aware of that.
Yep.
When you're suspending and when you're getting suspended from school. What if you got suspended from school for suspending?
In school.
Like in the bathroom stall, you just walk in and somebody's like, and some guys behind
So,
them like
yeah.
hoisting him up.
Or you see,
Oh shit! Wait, is that a teacher?
you see, you see all the hook, you see all the lines and the
process.
chains
Yeah.
going into one stall, and then you.
You don't see it. You're just like,
Yeah, you're like, what the hell? And
The
you're like,
fuck?
you go sit in the one next to him, and then you just hear, yeah,
the rope.
God!
noise. Oh, and then you're boom.
yeah. Then you hit his head, you hear his head hit the stall, and
Yeah.
then poof, poof.
I mean, it happened. It could happen.
That-
happened to me at the airport.
Yeah, and then you open up the stall, and he's like, surprise! And jumps out like a Jack in the Box character, and he swings out.
Yeah.
Honestly, no joke, this body suspension stuff, I think.
You could get into
No, I think I've seen it on Fallout. Fallout, Fallout, yeah, New
the
Vegas.
video game.
Yeah. They like have like the video game. They have like these super mutants, right? They're like these evolved humans, right?
Oh,
And
this
they-
sounds familiar.
And they're big, huge green people, and they like fuck up humans. And so they have
Okay.
like gore bags all over like their hideouts, and they have like bodies body parts hanging from the ceiling.
Sure.
So you could infer body suspension had happened.
Well, I don't think it's a torture thing.
No, you're right.
I think I've seen it in the Guinness Book of World Records when I was
think
like a
I
kid.
think I have. I think that's what
And
I
I was like, what the
yeah, it was like
fuck?
most hooks.
Yeah, it was something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
most hooks put through his skin, or like someone who like was pulling like a truck with his lips.
Yes, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah, because and you'll notice that a lot of these people like body modifications. A lot of them have horn implants and their nipples tattooed, and
Shit like that.
cool shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on from suspension before I actually pass out. Now here's something that might make you drop to your knees. Paul McCartney.
That's and that name alone just will get me to my knees.
I can see you're getting wet over there. Has announced, as far as
Getting
I
the
know.
vapors.
Now you're the
Oh my.
you're the Beatle expert, the Beatle pert.
They call me the Beatle expert.
That's what they call you. That's what your Twitter bio says.
Yeah, Beatle expert.
That Paul is going to, with the help of AI, going to write the final Beatle album and put it out this year.
I did see that.
You haven't looked
I
that
thought it was
much
just
into
gonna be a
it?
song.
I saw album.
Someone said it was probably gonna be like a 1978 demo that John Lennon made.
Right.
That they're gonna like enhance with AI. It's probably gonna be stuff that they'd made before, and then, in all honesty, it's probably gonna be a lot of like "Free as a Bird" type stuff. That song came out. No, not quite as "Free Bird."
Oh, you're right. Enable a final Beatles song.
Yeah.
I thought I read album.
People were speculating it's like like I said, a 1978 demo, but I think like "Free as a Bird," which is a anthology release, did come out technically. It came out. That technically could be considered the last Beatles song, because it was written with. It was John had already made these demos of "Free as a Bird," and then Paul, Ringo, and George got together to record the song in full. So that technically could have, and that was like the last Beatles song technically, because it used like raw tapes from John Lennon's recording sessions. It was like some of the last songs he was trying to record. And
But they weren't even supposed to be Beatles songs.
no, but they made it a Beatles song.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. After he died.
Yeah, after he died. So that was with 3 of the 4 Beatles.
And they thought Yoko killed him, I heard.
Yeah. But yeah, so like that that it doesn't seem too far fetched why Paul would try to bring this up, because he's done it in all honesty before. Wasn't AI enhanced, and it didn't make it sound like John Lennon was in the room with us right now kind of thing, but it was just it was like an airy type of like taped out version of John Lennon,
Interesting.
Yeah. So hopefully this sample, this song that comes out will be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting.
Maybe like "Beautiful Night." I showed you that song.
Yeah.
Beautiful night. And
Oh,
it's
that was
got-
like an AI song, like written Beatles song, right?
no,
Oh. I
no,
don't
but
know
it
what
was
then.
just it's got Jeff Lynne from ELO and Ringo on drums. It's basically it is a very spiritual Beatles song, and it's the most Paul McCartney song of all time.
Okay, I'm sure I remember hearing that. Yeah, I mean,
Anyway,
there's great AI songs out there. Like the
there's
Nirvana
Plankton
stuff
rapping. They have Mr. Krabs rapping.
That's what I'm saying, exactly.
They had a Drake song go viral for being not Drake.
I remember that.
Literally, not even Drake was even attached to it. They just used his voice.
Right.
So,
I
think Grimes was the first one to really be like, yeah, I'll let AI
Yeah.
use my shit, which is basically scabbing against the writer strike stuff because like that the writer strike don't want that to happen.
Yeah, but it's like
Is that still happening? That's still happening.
Yeah, of
and just on the same note of writer strike, Disney has delayed a lot of movies due to this writer strike. So like Avatar 3 was supposed to come out like this December, I guess, and it got delayed till like next May 2024 or something like that. Like they're delaying it as many months as the writer strike been on. So
damn.
Yeah.
Well, shit happens.
Yeah.
And speaking of music,
shifting movies around.
we should jump into what we're listening to this week.
Yeah, and frankly, I have still been listening to the very same album. I have
do
been
2
listening
weeks
to.
in a row. Sorry,
But
I'm gonna gatekeep you on that.
yeah.
So what you're listening to is a segment we do every week where we recommend a song, an album, an artist, a band that we've been listening to over the past week to each other and to the audience. And we hope that you listen to them because we also post them every week on our Instagram story. And Gavin, what are you listening to this week?
I have a couple I could probably say, but I'm gonna go with this one.
The Strokes?
No, not the Strokes. I'm going with Cold War Kids.
Oh.
This is a stomp rock song.
The guitar player bought a shirt for me on eBay
Really?
once and then returned it.
Oh. But that's so cool.
Yeah, it was cool because I was like, I can't remember how I figured it out, but somehow I figured it out that it was him.
You checked his billing address and then...
Nah, it seemed like it was like very obvious. It might have even been from like
His
their
bio.
PayPal or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It was something weird. And I was like, who is this? And I looked him up and I was like, oh, Cold War Kids. I've never listened to that band.
This is a very stomp rock song, but I've been listening to and put it into my rotation is Who's Gonna Love Me Now by Cold War Kids from New Age Norms 2. And it's a very, it's really good. I've listened to Cold War Kids a couple times, quite a few times. They have a couple really good songs, but this is from their 2020 album. Didn't even know they released an album in 2020. So the more you know. This is sounds very much like How Do You Like Me Now by the...
How do you like me now?
No, not quite. It's just like, how do you like me now? How do you like me now? This sounds very much like that, but it's a little bit more piano oriented. Still good.
Cool.
Good song. I can't recommend the album because I didn't listen to it. Go check it out.
Cool. Maybe I will check it out because I never really got into them. This week,
there's also War on Drugs is the other one that's similar to War on Drugs. I listened to one of their albums and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But Cold War Kids
I think they're an Office Hours like alumni.
Yeah, I believe
from a long time ago, I want to say. This week I am listening to, I think I recommended a single when it released from this album, but I actually forgot that this album was releasing. And then last week I was like, they had posted that it released, and I was like, it released, like they were like, released 2 weeks ago. And I was like, it did? And I completely fucking forgot. And I don't know how I forgot, but it's Incendiary's newest album titled Change the Way You Think About Pain. This came out about 3 weeks ago at this point, I want to say. Now, Incendiary, of course, is a hardcore band. One of my favorite, what I would consider like classic hardcore sounding band, but they actually did some kind of different, like newer, more metalcore kind of stuff in this album. I will say that the singles made me really excited for the album, but it's another one where I feel like I just didn't get that payoff that I wanted when the album came out. It's still really solid. It's not cracking my like top 5 for the year or anything. But still just super solid. Lots of really good songs. I honestly couldn't name one specifically to listen to. I would just say listen to the whole album. It's super quick. I listen to it like on a drive somewhere, and it's like literally like 30 minutes long, if not even that. Super good though, loud, heavy, very good. Give that a listen, and that's it. Gavin's Viagra just kicked in.
Yeah, that was it.
Should we get
We
out
good?
here? Anything
Yeah.
else? I think that's everything for now. Sorry about no extra drama. We'll just save it for now. Less I have
We'll
to
get
do this
there.
weekend.
We'll
which
get
is
there.
Nice.
We'll get there.
Less I have to do, which I'm fucking happy about.
Well, everybody, it's still muted. I don't know what
Still
happened with
funny.
her, but welcome.
Welcome back.
We'll see you next.
Oh,
What?
I forgot to say about the Nuggets. Congrats to the Nuggets for winning.
About time.
That was fucking awesome. I almost like I got like teary-eyed
Emotional. Yeah.
watching it when it happened. I don't even know why.
It means nothing.
Like, I
dude.
mean, they're technically my team, but it's not
Yeah.
like I watch every game.
Yeah.
But it was still like, you know, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
I just remember whenever we beat you in like the final game, like 4 or 5 years ago,
Who's
6
we?
years, 7 years ago. The Timberwolves beat you
Oh,
in the like final game to like get us to the playoffs.
I think we also did that a few other times.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So,
Well, everybody, thanks for listening and watching to the It Takes All Kinds podcast. Keep watching, keep sharing, keep rating. We'll be here. Just keep watching, keep listening. We're gonna be here. Thanks for listening, commenting, subscribing, everything else you guys do. Carson.
if you'd like to see Gavin and I suspended, we're going to be putting that out on our private OnlyFans that you can subscribe to. It's linked in our bio. We're going to be suspending each other and naked, of course, because it's not a sexual thing.
The vultures are waiting to pick your bones.